Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a very festive video today. I was creating a makeup look inspired by the Grinch, which is not this one. You'll have seen it on my Instagram. I thought, well, while I have a Grinch makeup on, why don't we dive into the worst makeup products of 2018? I don't have a lot. I have a little bit of a preamble to it. I don't receive a lot of PR, or none actually, except for Pixie. And this means that I do a lot of research with my products. So I will not be buying products that are not good. I will be very, very careful. However, I do like to try things. I get gifted a few things from friends. And yeah, today we're gonna dive a little bit into a few things that I did not like this year. First things first, a product I do not have anymore, and that is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. You might have seen a video of mine on it. I think I posted a little bit everywhere on my social media, blog, YouTube about the palette. And the reason is I actually was so disappointed. I love the color scheme of that palette. I loved the idea of that palette. However, the colors, the pigmentation was not good. The matte, colorful mattes at least, were really not good. The shimmers, there were a few metallics and the rest was quite lackluster, almost satiny. It did not satisfy my need, and for a price like that, a palette like that, I was expecting a good palette. Now, I don't have a lot of Urban Decay eyeshadows. I think I actually only have Naked 2 and Naked 2 Basics, and that has been a long time since I've used those. So I didn't know what to expect when it came to quality of eyeshadows, but at this point I am not going to buy from Urban Decay anymore when it comes to eyeshadows, because I can't trust that the quality is good. That palette looked perfect on paper, on swatches, but on the eyes it was just a no. Very sad about that. Next palette, that's the thing, it's mostly eyeshadows in this video, but next palette you might have seen in my Instagram stories, you might have seen in my latest hauls and just videos, because I have been very adamant about it. And we're talking about these We Makeup eyeshadows. These are quite new. I bought them with Black Friday, but I could make my own ideal palette with them, so I was really excited. I tried them a lot. I tried a lot of looks, and the fail, really bad, are the colorful mattes. The shades that are this greeny, poopy brown and this teal are terrible, just patchy. They don't layer well. The other shades you can make work, but what you have to do is like layer and layer and layer, because they blend into nothing. So I really don't like them. I would really not recommend it to anybody. If you have to build your own palette, go do Makeup Geek, Colourpop, Colored Rain, such better formulas. Mulak eyeshadows are better. Also, Neve Cosmetics eyeshadows are better. These are just not good. They don't. The formula is wrong. Even the neutrals up here, I did a look recently. It took me so long to get a blended crease and with some color. They blend okay, but they blend away. The colors even don't blend that great. So that is another fail for this year. I was going to do a full review on this, but I wanted to post this by the end of the year, so this video came first, and you get to hear the bad first. Another two palettes that I didn't like this year for different reasons are the Zoeva Cafe palette and the Zoeva Screen Queens palette. Let's start with the Zoeva Cafe. I made a full review of this on my blog. I bought it because I loved the color scheme. I love the pop of green. I love the deeper greens, the berries. On paper, this is the perfect palette. However, it does not perform well on the eyes. The mattes I can get along with. Like these 1, 2, 3 darker mattes are really good. The two light ones, quite useless, I have to say, but they're fine. The mattes are good, but the shimmers are all very weak and very satiny, not very pigmented. They don't transfer well on the lid, also wet. So I didn't like this very much. So this is a fail for me this year. And the other eyeshadow palette was gifted to me, and it's the Screen Queens. And this one has an interesting range of shades. However, they are all shimmers, and they're again all non-performing shimmers. So this is the only matte shade down here. The rest is all shimmer, and they don't swatch well. They don't apply well to the eyes. You try to make something of it, and it looks like a very old school makeup when you would only put like shimmers on the eyes and the mattes were not a thing, whereas for me mattes are the most important eyeshadows. I am okay with having one good shimmer and 10 different mattes, and that's better than having 10 shimmers and one matte. So this is a fail for me too. I'm losing my garland. Another eyeshadow palette, and this is the last one I promise, is from Sephora. This is the Feline Instinct Dark Edition, Unleash Your Wildest Instincts. This is a cool toned palette, and it has a mix of shimmers and mattes. The mattes are non-existent, not pigmented, not blendable. They're very light and just not good. They're so chalky. Not good. The shimmers work well swatched, especially these two that are extremely metallic. They look quite okay, but on the eyes they are like a muddy mess. It's as if there's pearl with no base, and it's not a glitter that is, or a very metallic. It's very dry. It's a very old formula. There's none of that foiled metallic goodness that we've had for the last few years, so I cannot recommend this. This was the biggest fail of all this year. The only good thing about this palette is this color switch bit up here, but for the rest, a big fail. Then, keeping on eyes but talking about eyeliners, I have to say that I really did not like the Neve Cosmetics Ink Me eyeliners. I used this one specifically for a look, the gingerbread look that you guys liked so much on my Instagram, and I was trying to make dots and a line, and the problem with these eyeliners is that the tip is so imprecise and thick, and just the product is also very, very thick. You can see it actually quite nicely in contrast with my garland. It's quite thick, you cannot get a precise line, and the product is thick and the tip is thick, just not good. I do like the colors though. They have quite a nice range of earthy tones, warm tones, a nice muted blue, a beautiful khaki green. So what I'm actually doing to try to use these is to apply them with a little eyeliner brush. However, in itself, the formula of these is not good. It's very thick and not uniform. It doesn't form a film on your eye. I actually like using a liquid lipstick better than these, and that's a lot to say. Unfortunately, these were a big fail this year. Another product I really disliked, but I'm pushing through and finishing, is the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Scrub. I've had this now for the whole year. I got it, I think, last year at Black Friday. And I am now pushing to finish it in my Finish 9 by New Year's Eve Project Pan Challenge. I'll leave the link to that in the cards. But this is not a good scrub in the sense that it's sugar particles suspended in a fluid, and when you use it, when you keep it as a pot on your desk, the sugar will sink and deposit on the bottom, and you're left with a top layer of this liquid. So to actually be able to use it, you have to dip your finger, mix it all, and then use it. Blah. No, it's just not very nice, not hygienic, and I find that there's not enough sugar to actually scrub effectively. Now that it's almost finished, I have almost no fluid and it's almost all sugar, so that's okay. But overall, a product like this with the price it has was a big fail. I do not recommend this. Rather get yourself an e.l.f. stick scrub and you're better off. It will be much more effective. Then one more item, we're talking about skincare, and it is the Paula's Choice Resist SPF 30 moisturizer for oily combination skin. It is a tinted moisturizer, and I was really excited because of that. I was looking for a tinted moisturizer to use in the summer with a high SPF, and Paula's Choice does my favorite SPF, but it's not that one. So I decided to try it out. I put it on and it was so white, so light, not really adapting to my skin tone, and really sitting on top of my pores. It was really, really not pretty. My husband was like, Alice, are you trying to be Casper? I'm like, no, it's like sunscreen with a little bit of color. No, it's just white. And I was really disappointed. Luckily, Paula's Choice has the best customer service, so you can send back products that don't work for you, and they will give you either a gift card for the website or the opportunity to order something else instead. So I was very glad for that, but that was really, really a big fail. And guys, that is all for my worst products of 2018. I, as I said, don't have a lot because I try to really do my research before I buy things. And here in Europe, you cannot return cosmetics after you have opened them and tried them. So that actually limits a lot with how adventurous I will be in my purchases, because money is money and you don't want to fail at buying bad products, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy the higher amount of content that is coming out these days. I wish you all the best in the holidays, where you're celebrating with family and friends or just chilling at home. I wish you all the best, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!